I've always liked Star Wars, and before I had a YouTube channel, I was vocal and knowledgeable about most things on screen, and I owned a few Legends books. It's only been about the last 5-10 years that I've been down a rabbit hole of information and binge watching and consuming everything Star Wars, which has led me to wanting to talk about it more with like-minded people who also share my love for the galaxy far, far away. So I made a plan to release a channel with a positive outlook for the upcoming things and talking about the best things we like from the Star Wars projects. The next project was the Acolyte. So with my YouTube knowledge in hand, because this is my second channel on the platform, I set a date around the premiere of the release of the Acolyte, and then I would give my thoughts as the episode went along. Standard format, right? Well, while I'm making my first 3 random videos, a Project Necromancer Explained, a chronological watch order, and my view of the universe type video, the press tour of the Acolyte was pissing off a portion of the Star Wars fandom that had the loudest voice, the OG Trilogy podcasters. Yes, the irony of the fact that I was trying to become one of these guys wasn't lost on me, especially as I'm listening to the hateful comments coming out about the showrunner, the actors, and Lucasfilm before the first episode was even viewed by anyone. Why was everyone so upset? Is my positive Star Wars channel supposed to hate the first thing that comes out? The first 4 episodes were viewed by a few people, and the negativity compounded on top of the previous comments, well before the general public even knew if Carrie Ann Moss would survive the first episode. The writing is bad, is woke nonsense, the Force is female, blah, blah, blah. Stop me if I'm wrong anywhere through here, but this is my rant and my opinion of what I saw. Leslie Handler was a wrong choice because she used to be the assistant to Harvey Weinstein and thus made her complicit in all his crimes. She probably set up appointments for his casting sessions, right? And if you didn't see, casting sessions were in quotation marks. And of course, none of what he did was her fault or should be held against her. She applied for a job and used that job to get to the next level of her career. I don't remember any of those comments being concerned with what she may have gone through while working for a man with the reputation of Harvey Weinstein. She's also a lesbian who cast other LGBTQ actors for Acolyte parts, including her own wife as Vanessa Rowe. Nepotism at its highest form. Nepotism is the way the world has always worked, though. And the people who are most angry about it have friends and family in no position to help them with anything. So nepotism doesn't work in their favor. And oh my God, the 3rd episode is going to break so much lore and ruin Star Wars. Well, look, in hindsight, after we know for a fact that all those sentiments were absolutely wrong and came from a place of fear and bias rather than a place of love for the franchise, let's talk about who is celebrating the loss of the show and why that sucks for the franchise as a whole, not just Acolyte fans. Who is celebrating? The Skywalker lovers, obviously, the Disney haters. The guys that haven't liked anything since Return of the Jedi and tried not to like Mando and Andor. Those guys. Those are the guys that claim that they have gotten the Acolyte canceled and are high-fiving virtually because they barely go outside and don't see real people anyway. No one in real life that I've talked to with words face-to-face hates this show. It's online made-up bullshit. Also, no one is removing it from Disney+. That's not what canceled means. It's a canon, part of the universe, and you will always have to deal with it. Plus, it was a good show. It gave us all the things people wanted from it. You just had to wait for her to finish her thought. Let the last episode play. Oh my God, it was a cover-up. Oh my God, everyone did have to die. Oh my God, Keanu Moody didn't know that the Sith were around. Oh my God, Plagueis is in the motherfucking cave. This show makes this look from Yoda have much more loaded context when he's talking to Mace Windu. This changed how we watch the 20 and 40-year-old movies, made them more exciting with more context. And just because the Acolyte as we knew it won't be renewed for another season doesn't mean that we can't get another show or movie based around 130 BBY to show us what the hell Chimera and Plagueis are up to. With a different showrunner, different directors, different name, same time period. Let's call it, I don't know, the tragedy of Darth Plagueis. Just let Filoni and Favreau do everything. Why it sucks for Star Wars fans in general is it's going to decrease the content that they want to give us. Just because they release something you didn't like or didn't want to watch doesn't mean that there isn't an entire fan base still wanting new content. Such backlash and outrage from such a small group of loud, closed-minded people causes a different perception of us as a group. We didn't all agree on the show, yet a small group of people feel that they won because they feel it was them who got the show's future canceled. And I guess we lost because we don't get answers to the questions that she purposely left for cliffhangers. No other movie or show franchise treats each other like this. And I'm sorry to separate us once again into good groups and bad groups, but that is what it feels like, and there's no other way to put it. Now, you can just wait. You could just wait for them to write a perfect script. You could wait for them to find a perfect male director, apparently, and they can cast all your favorite skyrockets who haven't aged out of their parts, or revisit all your favorite planets, and just give us one new movie every 5 to 10 years, once everything is perfect for you. Maybe your expectations for what Star Wars meant to Disney versus what it meant to George Lucas versus what it means to you are skewed. I'm sure you've caused a bunch of executive millionaires to sit in their offices and really reflect on what they've done. No need to release things if you don't like them. No need to sell the franchise either. They've already made the money back that they spent on it. They'll just sit on it and give the OG fans something good whenever that comes up again, since you haven't liked anything since Disney took over. Or maybe, just maybe, their goal was to reach new people, a new generation of Star Wars lovers, kids with their own franchise and their own favorite shows to grow up with. You guys aren't going to live forever. Stop trying to keep Star Wars from everyone else. So what is this page now? I'm still going to do what I want to do here. Talk about my favorite things about the universe, explain new questions that come up when I rewatch the movies and shows again, and just continue to talk about why I like Star Wars and why I think it's weird for people to specifically want to talk about things they don't like before they want to talk about things they do. Now, sorry to go off on a tangent. If you listened, I appreciate it. Once all this kind of bullshit blows over, this will be a lot more normal page. But I appreciate you for taking the time. Hopefully we do get more content set in the High Republic era for all those who did like it. And we'll see you next time. This is the way.